Welcome to the Pacific Northwest edition of America Outdoors Radio. We've got a fast-paced hour of fishing, hunting, and conservation covering the nation and the Northwest, including 13 extra minutes of local content you'll only hear on Seattle's Sports Radio 950 KJR.
Welcome aboard. It's Saturday morning, and I hope it's starting out good for you. It's time to start thinking about Chinook salmon fishing in Tillamook Bay, and that's why we're going to be talking to the folks at Tillamook Sporting Goods at the bottom of the hour, who are going to tell you not only where to catch them in the bay this month, but how to catch them too. Bob Loomis is back again with another extended Max Minute at the end of our show. This time around, Bob's going to tell you about a great lure to use for some September alpine lake trout fishing. Before we talk mountain trout and Tillamook Chinook, though, it's time to tell you, as we do at the top of the hour every week, what's hot right here in the Pacific Northwest. Brought to you by your Puget Sound area Sportsman's Warehouse stores, where a coho derby kicks off today and runs through October 31st. Here's how it works. First, go catch a coho. Then bring it into your local Sportsman's Warehouse store in Silverdale, Everett, Puyallup, or Federal Way. Weigh it in, get your photo on the brag board, and you're entered for a chance to win a $1,000 gift card if you have the biggest fish for the store you weigh your fish at. There are other prizes too, worth up to $1,000. So go fishing for coho and bring your catch into your local Sportsman's Warehouse store for your chance to win big this fall. Heading over the mountains from Mardon Resort, we can share the fishing at Eastern Washington's Potholes Reservoir continues to be very, very good. Here's the quick rundown. Bass fishing, excellent. Crappie fishing, excellent. Walleye fishing, rapidly improving. Trout fishing, that has slowed down. Catfish and bullhead, very good. If you want to take advantage of one or all of these fisheries, head on over this month. And when you do, the place to stay is Mardon Resort. In case you're wondering how things are going salmon-wise in Southwest Washington, the mid-August creel report from Willapa Bay showed a fair amount of effort, but not a ton of success for 907 anglers who caught 195 salmon between the 13th and the 19th of August. Meanwhile, the Westport Charter Boat Association reports Marine Area 2 is open for fishing 7 days a week, but it is closing on Monday. The charter boats are catching Chinook, but coho fishing has been hit and miss. Lingcod fishing has improved, rockfish angling continues to be good, and tuna fishing has been great. So far, the biggest fish of the season for the annual derby that the Charter Boat Association holds at Westport is a 26.3-pound Chinook, a 13.1-pound coho, and a tuna that weighed in just a shade under 42 pounds. Checking the latest postings at northwestfishingreports.com, I can tell you a few folks have been trying for muskie, that fish of 10,000 casts, at a couple of western Washington lakes. This includes poster T. Muskie 1, who was at Lake Mayfield and had about a dozen follows during a day of fishing, and one strike too. Unfortunately, that one strike immediately broke his line. Ouch, that hurts. On the bright side, though, T. Muskie 1 had better luck at Cowlitz County's Lake Merwin, where he caught one big tiger muskie in a shortened 5-hour day on the water, and yes, he has photographic proof. If you want to see that fish, look for his post at northwestfishingreports.com. Finally, a reminder that the Edmonds Coho Derby will be taking place this coming Saturday the 8th from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., and the winning silver will be worth $5,000. You can get your tickets from area sporting goods stores and boat dealerships, and remember, just by buying a $30 derby ticket, you are entered for a chance to win that tricked-out Kingfisher boat they'll be giving away through the Northwest Salmon Derby Series and the Northwest Marine Trade Association. And with that, you are now in the know as to what's hot and what's not right here in the Pacific Northwest.
That's your first local shot of the outdoors. Now let's see what's going on across the nation.
NorthwestFishingReports.com is the Northwest's largest fishing reports website, featuring well over 50,000 fishing reports, videos, articles, and more. All 100% free. Catch more fish with Northwest Fishing Reports. Log on today.
Sportsman's Warehouse is America's premier outfitter, and with over 90 locations, you're sure to find a store near you full of the gear you need to succeed this hunting season. Firearms, ammo, archery equipment, decoys, clothing, boots, and more. You'll find it all at Sportsman's Warehouse. Better still, the knowledgeable staff can help you with tips and frequent in-store seminars, all designed to help you bag a trophy or a limit this hunting season. Find a location near you or shop online today at sportsmanswarehouse.com.
Are you an outfitter, sporting goods retailer, boat dealer, or someone else in the outdoors industry? If you are, you know targeted advertising works best, and what would work better than advertising with America Outdoors Radio? Our hour-long show is heard throughout Seattle, Everett, and the East Side every Saturday morning, and your message will be heard there too. Better still, our rates are way more affordable than you think. Want to find out more? Contact me, John Cruz, through my website at AmericaOutdoorsRadio.com. That's America Outdoors Radio, bringing you more business.
The off-season is a great season to visit Mardon Resort. Located in eastern Washington's Columbia Basin, you'll find incredible bird hunting, great wildlife watching opportunities, and fantastic fishing in a boat or right off the marina docks at Mardon Resort. Better still, off-season deals save you money when you bring your RV or stay in the hotel or wonderful park cottages. To find out more, log on to MardonResort.com. Mardon Resort, where the outdoor fun lasts all year long.
Cast and blast your way across eastern Washington's Columbia Basin this fall with guide Shelby Ross. Shelby is an expert when it comes to walleye and bass in Potholes Reservoir, Moses Lake, and Banks Lake. Shelby can also take you out on a field hunt for geese or out for a morning of duck hunting and a lunch of kebabs. Trust me, you'll love it. Can't decide whether to cast or blast? Go on a combo trip. Book now at potholesfishing.com or ducktaxi.com. That's potholesfishing or ducktaxi.com.
Ready for more local fishing and hunting? You got it. It's the Pacific Northwest edition of America Outdoors Radio, right here on Seattle's Sports Radio 950 KJR.
Next on America Outdoors Radio, we're taking you to Tillamook on the north coast of Oregon, specifically to Tillamook Sporting Goods, where we're talking to Joey in the fishing department. Joey, salmon fishing down in Tillamook Bay, is it taking off yet or not?
Getting close. Really close. We're outside in the ocean. They're starting to pick some up. We're really waiting on rain.
I understand, and that is starting to fall. That is a good thing. Now, this fishery generally kicks off around mid-September, goes well into October. Why do so many people come here? Is it just the numbers of the fish? Is it the size of the fish? Why is the Tillamook Bay fishery so popular?
During September, the bays will fill up literally with fish. And it's, we have all kinds of holes. There's lots of different types of style to fish for and everything like that. And then like I said, we wait for rain, and then all of a sudden the rivers take off. And we have a lot of fish coming in.
When it comes to fishing the bay for these Chinook salmon, are we talking about trolling spinners, or what's the tried and true method?
I think that's what's so good about this bay, because you can do a lot. When you're closer to the ocean, to the mouth, it's a herring show, flasher herring. When you get toward the middle part of the bay, you're still doing the herring, but you switching over to, the flashers, spinners. When you get back closer to tidewater, it's more bait. You can do bobber fishing, and you can still troll. So there's lots of different opportunities, style of fishing to do.
And that brings up one other thing. Do you have to have a boat to be successful, at least when they're still out in the salt water?
You're really limited, when they come in the bay. There's really not much bank access when it comes to that.
All right. And needless to say, Tillamook Sporting Goods, I'm guessing you have everything that somebody's going to need in terms of tackle and advice to be successful?
Oh, definitely. Come in here and we'll gear you up and point you in the right direction. And at any given time, we know when and where the fish are and what they're biting on.
All right, folks. Well, you heard it here. It is time to make plans to head down to Tillamook, stop by Tillamook Sporting Goods, and get that boat in the water, get out there and get some of those fish. Joey, thanks for sharing this with us today on America Outdoors Radio.
Yeah, no problem.
A seafood bounty is waiting for you on Northwest Oregon's Tillamook coast. Catch a limit of big salmon, haul up a pot of delicious crab, and dig up a bunch of clams for some hot chowder. Plan your visit today at tillamookcoast.com.
Backcountry hunters and anglers, the men and women working hard to keep public lands in public hands. Check us out at backcountryhunters.org.
Don't leave yet. We've got one more local shot of fishing and hunting to wrap up the Pacific Northwest edition of America Outdoors Radio.
It's September, and it's time for another Mack's Minute.
Fish on!
Brought to you every week by Mack's Lure Company. With us again, Bob Loomis. Bob, welcome to the show.
Thank you, John.
So, Bob, it is September, and as we both know, this is actually a great time to head to those alpine lakes, whether you're in the Rockies, whether you're in the Sawtooth, whether you are in the Sierra Nevadas or the Cascades, and do some alpine lake fishing. But something you need, because a lot of these lakes are so shallow, at least at the beginning, you need to get out there with a lure. Any recommendations on something that's got a little bit of carry, a little bit of weight that'll attract those fish?
John, the first thing I would pick up is probably what we call the crip lure. Crip lure is originally designed as a trolling product, but it weighs a quarter ounce. It casts extremely well. And with the different colors that we've got, there isn't something that you can't attract. In fact, you got to keep it to yourself. I mean, you can't just show it around to anybody because this thing will attract anything.
Most alpine lakes, as we both know, crystal clear. So we're not talking about fire tiger necessarily. What kind of colors do you like to use for these clear water conditions that you find at these mountain lakes?
You know, clear water conditions are fantastic. You know, you don't, as you just stated, you don't need to get that fire tiger, the high UV colors. My favorites, it's just going to your basics, your different silvers with silver tape, a brass color with gold tape, something along those lines that are just real basic.
Well, there you go, folks. If you're going to be hiking to a mountain lake this September, and it's a great time of year to do so, don't cripple your chances of catching a fish. Instead, use the crip lure from Mack's Lure Company to get that distance, get that action that's going to get those fish to bite. You can find the crip lure at sporting goods stores near you or online at maxlure.com.
That's all for this week, but don't worry. We'll do it all again next Saturday morning from 7 to 8, right here on Seattle's Sports Radio 950 KJR.
Are you looking for a game changer to help you catch more trout, kokanee, and salmon? No problem. Just tie on Mack's Crip Lure. Cast it or troll it. Either way, its specially designed ring chamber emits a low-frequency vibration with its erratic movement. It will catch more fish and make them strike. Better still, the different colors for the lure can be matched to just about any fishery. Look for the Crip Lure from Mack's Lure Company at a sporting goods store near you or go online at maxlure.com. Natural wonders, beaches, and coves, majestic forests, and scenic vistas are waiting for you at the Tillamook Coast. Lace up your hiking boots, grab your camera, and come to Northwest Oregon. Find out more at tillamookcoast.com.